Hello procrastinators, it's Bree from Easy Breezy Creations, and today I'm going to teach you how to upload your own font and upload an image from the internet to be able to put on any project that you'd like. So let's get started. So I use Cricut Design Space because I have a Cricut Maker, but I would assume that it's the same for any other design spaces that you're using for your die cutting machine. So the project I'm working on is a cup for somebody. It's just easier for me to look up these pictures. So I went ahead and searched Stitch coloring page. I felt like it's easier for what I want to do if it's a coloring page with no colors. That way I have a nice outline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the picture that I'd like. So this is a pretty cute picture of Stitch. I'm then going to right click, and you can either save the image, but I like to copy the image and then put it on my desktop like this. Right, so there's the image. So then that way I know that this is a compatible image and I can use it in Design Space. And again, this would work for any picture that you'd like. You just search what you want, you right click and save the image. Now I'm gonna go ahead and download the font. So for the font, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have your Cricut Design Space closed, or else it's not going to upload properly. So I'm making this for somebody's graduation cup. So I went to dafont.com. It's my favorite website to use. And I typed in graduation up here. And the first thing that pops up is this nice little font called graduation. So this is the font I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and click download. Now DaFont has many different fonts, so you're able to just search whatever you want, Beast, Harvest, anything, and a whole bunch of different fonts will pop up for you to select whether you want it or not. So here's the zip file. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save File. Now for me, my downloads appear up here in this right-hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this download button and open the folder that this file is in. So here's the file. I'm going to go ahead and click on it and open it. And because it's a zip file, you're going to want to extract all of it because you're not going to be able to access it otherwise. So here's the file. I'm going to go ahead and extract it. All right, so now it's extracted. Once your file has been extracted, you're going to click on the file. Up in the left corner, there's two buttons. There's Print and there's Install. For this, I'm going to click Install because this will install the font onto my computer. So once this goes dark, you know that your font is installed. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of everything. I have everything I want, and I'm going to go ahead and reopen Cricut Design Space. So Cricut just rolled out an offline version, so it takes a little longer to upload, but it's going to go ahead and pull up. I'm going to full screen it, and I'm going to go ahead and start a new project. So I'm going to click on the plus sign. Now, this is your Design Space interface. This is where you do most of your stuff. For my picture, I'm going to click Upload. It's in the far left corner, at the bottom of all of this row. So right here it says Upload. Then I'm going to click Upload Image. This is where you're going to browse your computer and look for the image that you just saved. So mine was saved on my desktop, so I just searched for whatever image it was, and here's the image I want. So here's Stitch. Now, you're going to select what type of image it is. For something like this, you're going to select Simple. There's not many colors, so it's a very simple design. It just usually adds a little bit of gray. If you're trying to print something, which you can also do on your Cricut, you're going to choose something more complex so that the colors are very vivid. But for this, you're just going to click Simple, and then you're going to click Continue. So here's my picture. In this part of the process, you're going to use the Select and Erase wand. This wand allows you to get rid of anything that you don't want cut. For example, I don't want this to just be a square image. So I'm going to remove the background simply by clicking on the background. So these checkered pattern will show up, and that means that that is not going to be cut. And I'm going to continue to do that for all of the gray spots on my picture. As you can see, he's starting to turn basically checkered. And once all of this is done, I like to go ahead and preview what's going to cut just to make sure I didn't miss any of the gray spots. So I'm going to click preview. So this is about what it looked like for me. I'm okay with this, so I'm going to move on to the next step. So I'm going to click continue. So again, this just shows you a preview of how it cuts. This is what it looked like. This is how it'll cut. And I'm going to click save. So if you want to upload the picture, you're going to click on the picture you like and click insert image. Now, when you do this, most projects are used for printing. So as you can see up here in the fill area, it says print. But I'm not printing this on a piece of paper. I want it to cut out this piece in final. So I'm going to select the drop down and click no fill. This will change this line type to cut, and it automatically sets your color to gray. For me, I'm going to have it cut in black vinyl, so I'm going to change the color to black. And there's your picture. Now for the font, it's actually a lot easier. The key part for your font is to make sure that your design space was closed when you installed it. So I'm going to go ahead and type what I want, class of 2019, because I'm making this for our graduation cup. I like my alignment to be centered, and it automatically has a default font of Cricut Sans. So I'm going to select this font and all of my fonts pop up. Now if you remember, my font was called Graduation, and it's right here. If you're having issues finding your font, try closing Cricut Design Space and reopening it. There might have been a problem when you were installing it, and it just didn't give it time to update in Design Space. So I'm going to click on this font, and it changes the font that I just wrote, the text that I wrote, to the graduation font. And it's as simple as that. Thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope you learned a lot. We taught you how to upload your own image and also download fonts to use in Design Space. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to start getting more updates on how to craft with us. If you're not a part of our group, go to Facebook and search Easy Breezy Creations. You can like our page and join our group for more videos. Thanks for crafting with us, and have a great day.